What's up, every fucking body? Welcome to Progressive Talk Live Prog Talk. I'm your host, Dusty Smith, and we have a pretty good show for you guys tonight. We're gonna cover the whole Jerry Falwell Jr. thing. I caught it, folks. I predicted it almost 2 fucking years ago. We're gonna cover my beautiful journalism. It turns out I'm one of the greatest journalists of all time. Who would have thought? And the most humble. So how the fuck is everybody doing tonight? Good to see you guys. Let me put on my glasses so I can see what the fuck you're saying. Dustin time. Hell yeah, what's up, Ivy Evans? Hope you're doing good tonight. Give it to him in spades. Will do. That's how I do. I'm the king of spades. Haha, yeah. That's a cuck joke. Gonna talk about some cuckery tonight, but not in like an insulting way. I don't care if you're a cuck. You know, that's fine. But it seems like Jerry Falwell Jr. is one, which is cool. Not kink shaking. Cuck-a-doodle-doo, motherfuckers. You can cuck all you want to. Just don't be a hypocrite about it. That's my only caveat. So, 2024 RNC is going to be very entertaining and psychotic to watch. Yeah, we'll cover it on the next show. It'll be over by then, by Friday, and I'll have like the best parts, and we can make fun of all the goddamn chuds. And I always got to see how I look at the camera. Could be worse. Could definitely be worse. Going to show you guys a video from a year and a half ago. It looked totally fucking different. My dark hair, but we'll get to it. Hey, Cult of Dusty, do you think you'll ever cover the future DNCs or RNCs? Maybe. I mean, I'm going to cover them, but it's boring to do it live. What am I going to do? Sit there and let them talk and then interrupt them? I don't know. It seems dull. I will get the best parts for you guys. I will cut them out, and we will watch the best of the best, so we don't have to watch the whole fucking thing. Way better. But I don't know how many people are going to show up tonight. We'll see what the fuck happens. RNC is selling fear and false promises. That sounds about right, yeah. Cuck, there's a niche. Yeah, Cuck's a big, like, porn niche. I don't care. What up, Alonzo Moore? How you doing? Hey, everybody. Crazy Otto, how are you doing tonight? All right, let's kick out the show. Let's get it the fuck going. As always, eBig. Please consider supporting me on Patreon.com. I haven't had a new patron in a... Cats are making noise. Got 10 cats in there, as always, folks. Got a ton of fucking cats, which makes it the greatest show in the world. Never know what's going to happen with the cats. So if you want to support the cats in the sanctuary, we rescue cute little cats and doggies. They're about to be put down and give them a forever home. Cats, we're amazing. And we are completely led by you guys' support. So please consider supporting us on Patreon. Patreon.com/JustCodcast. Link in the description of the video. We lost a couple. We're down to $1,413. So please help us get it to $50 if you can. $1 a month, whatever you can afford, it all adds up. And there's also a link in the description of the video to the Amazon wish list for the Animal Sanctuary. We've got a bunch of new stuff in. We're going to do an unboxing Friday. So if you want to hurry up and get your stuff in before Friday's unboxing, please consider supporting the Animal Sanctuary. It's all good. And as always, Super Chats, lifeblood of the show, Super Chats. I answer all the goddamn questions on the Super Chats, so please support the show, the Super Chats, if you can, as we go along. So let's say $9.99 says, Dusty, thank you for doing the show. Hey, no problem. I'm not sure how many people are going to tune in. There's like 200 people right now, so it might be not heavily viewed because I think a lot of the other streaming channels are streaming the RNC, and they're all more popular than I am. Like fucking, what's that dude's name? With the small head and the large body. Hassan! Ugly ass Hassan Piker. People are probably watching him, so it's all good. We'll do what we can. What the hell is it going to take to get Trump out of office? I don't know. Maybe military intervention? No idea. Here's a few bucks for the kiddies. Keep up the good fight. I will. I sure appreciate it. You rock. All right, let's go ahead and start the show. Appreciate that. So, you guys might remember a couple weeks ago, Jerry Falwell Jr., who is the president of the largest Christian college in the fucking world, over 100,000 students at Liberty University, one of the largest colleges anywhere, much less Christian colleges. Anyway, he was put on indefinite suspension after this picture came out of him with his pants zipped down, with his arm around a woman who was not his wife, who also has her pants unzipped, and his gut hanging out. And I guess he's supposed to be Jillian from the Trailer Park Boys. I don't know. That's a horrible Jillian. And he's on his private yacht because these rich motherfuckers are just the biggest piece of shit on earth. And he's like, more vacation shots, lots of good friends, visits on the yacht. Fuck you. The thing about it is I'm pretty sure both the actor that plays Jillian and the character of Jillian both would hate your fucking guts. So I don't know why you're trying to dress up like them, because they don't like you, pretty sure. They dislike you as much as all the rest of us do, because you're scum. Anyways, put on indefinitely because of this picture, I guess. And it hasn't gotten better for him this week. Now, you guys might remember that I covered this story about a year and a half ago, back in January of 2019, about Jerry Falwell Jr. and his PoolBoy. Yeah, salacious, juicy as fuck. So I thought I'd play you guys about 5-6 minutes of the video I did a year and a half ago, just so you could both get caught up on what we're talking about, because I basically nailed the shit out of it. And also, as you can see, just how close I was to getting all this shit exactly right, even back then. So you'll notice also I'm wearing a beanie, and I don't have white hair. So, see if I look better now or then. Let's see. Let's see if I've improved with age in a year and a half. I definitely look totally fucking different. God damn it, Tim Pool stole my beanie look and ruined it. Fucking ruined my goddamn beanie look. Fucking Tim Pool. So anyway, I'm gonna play this video, and then I'm going to block myself out so you guys can hear it. So this is January 2019 when I cover this story. Hey guys, Dusty Smith here, and it's 2019, which means it's a brand new year of the Cult of Dusty. So I thought I would kick this year off with my very favorite story so far. This is a story that's being criminally underreported in the media, and I have no idea why, because it's juicy as fuck, which is about the recent lawsuit brought against Liberty University president Jerry Falwell Jr. that people are calling the PoolBoy lawsuit. This shit is fucking gold, folks. But before we jump into the hilarious details of this new lawsuit, let me give you guys some background on exactly who Jerry Falwell Jr. is. You guys might be familiar with his father, Jerry Falwell Sr., one of the most famous televangelists of all time and one of the worst human beings to ever live. Here's a video of this piece of shit blaming gays for 9/11. He's also on record opposing Martin Luther King Jr. In the 60s, he often platformed segregationists and had them on his show. He's also on record saying, "The true Negro does not want integration. He realizes his potential is far better among his own race. It will destroy our race eventually." He's also quoted as saying, "So-called gays will kill you just as soon as look at you." He also said that AIDS is God's punishment against gays, saying that AIDS is not just God's punishment for homosexuals, it's God's punishment for the society that tolerates homosexuals. He repeatedly campaigned to overturn gay rights legislation. This is also the dipshit that scared so many ignorant Christian parents by telling them the Teletubby Tinky Winky was gay. This vile motherfucker made hundreds of millions of dollars spreading evil and hatred across the globe for over 50 years. And he was incredibly powerful in the world of politics. These are the kind of motherfuckers who have been behind right-wing politics in this country for the last 100 years. Guys like this have such large congregations and such gullible followers that these politicians will suck their dicks and basically do anything they want to in order to get their recommendation. All these fucking grifters are in it together. And Jerry Falwell also founded Liberty University, which is the largest Christian college in the entire world. This place has over 110,000 students. It's an incredibly powerful organization with huge reach. So eventually, thankfully, this evil asshole dies off, and he leaves his ministry and his college to his son, this chud, Jerry Falwell Jr., who it turns out is just as big of an asshole as his father is. After all, when your entire ministry is built on hate, you sort of have to keep that shit going, or all the assholes that support you will bail and take their money with them. So this asshole keeps the hatred and bigotry going. He wrote a letter threatening CPAC, which is a conservative conference, threatening them so that they would quit sponsoring a gay group. At his university, they refused to grant official club status to a Democratic group because that group believed in gay marriage. He insisted that Liberty University would stop participating in programs where the federal government barred them from discriminating against homosexuality. And also, at his fucked up school, being gay is possible grounds for expulsion. Dude is just a giant homophobic piece of shit, exactly like his father was. Which is not only outrageous in 2019, but it's also scary as fuck, because this guy is literally the guy Trump was trying to pick as the Secretary of Education for the United States. I shit you not. Falwell turned down the job, but this is the motherfucker Trump wanted to run all of our education. And even though he turned that job down, Trump still picked him to be an official consultant to the United States government, which he currently is. So now that we've got all that infuriating backstory out of the way, this shit is about to become glorious. So Jerry Falwell Jr., the giant homophobic piece of shit, and his wife are out on these expensive vacations, hopping from fancy hotel to fancy hotel, when one weekend they decide to stay at the fancy Miami Beach's Fontainebleau Resort, where the two of them strike up a friendship with the sexy 21-year-old pool boy. This hot motherfucker right here. I fucking love this guy's name. It's Giancarlo Granda. Because of course it is. He just looks like a Giancarlo Granda. So the next thing you know, Jerry Falwell Jr. and his wife are taking this sexy 21-year-old pool boy all over the country on their private jet. They're putting him up in fancy hotels. They flew him out to Liberty University so he could meet Trump in person himself. And apparently the three of them become traveling companions and the best of buds. Nothing suspicious about this at all. So this friendship lasts for a little while. And then the next thing you know, Jerry Falwell Jr. meets with Michael Cohen, which many of you might remember was Trump's lawyer, who was hired by Trump and ordered to set up hush money payments to silence women that Trump had had affairs with. Well, Jerry Falwell Jr. meets with Michael Cohen, and the next thing you know, he decides to give $1.9 million to Giancarlo Granda for some unknown reason. That's right, folks. Out of the blue, Jerry Falwell Jr., the president of Liberty University, decides to give his 21-year-old pool boy friend $1.9 million so he can buy any business he wants for himself. Eventually, Jerry Falwell Jr. ends up giving this kid $4.65 million in total. Nothing to see here, folks. This is all completely normal. But the shit gets even fucking crazier. I shit you not. Jerry Falwell Jr. and his 21-year-old pool boyfriend take $4.65 million, and what do they buy with it? These two bought a hotel/hostel in Miami Beach that Political magazine referred to as a gay flop house. These two fucking literally bought a gay hotel. A hotel that traffics almost primarily in young, poor, disenfranchised gay boys. The place even has a fucking built-in liquor store. Jerry Falwell Jr. and his 21-year-old pool boyfriend literally bought a hotel that gives them unlimited access to poor, disenfranchised young gay men. And almost nobody's fucking talking about it. How can this be real life? So needless to say, this has caused some people to suggest that Jerry Falwell Jr. might be a little bit gay. Now don't get me wrong, folks, I'm not saying that. Who knows? Maybe there's a completely reasonable explanation for all of this. Maybe Jerry Falwell Jr. was just worn out by preaching the love of Christ to everybody. And he was like, I need a vacation. So he went to some fancy hotels, and while he was there, he met a 21-year-old pool boy. And he was like, man, I really want to preach the love of Christ to this kid. And so he struck up a friendship with the kid so he could teach him the love of Christ. And he invited him on his private plane so he could teach him the love of Christ on his private plane. And him and his wife carried the pool boy around with him from hotel to hotel so they could continuously minister the love of Christ to him wherever they went. And who knows, maybe one day this hot 21-year-old pool boy was like, damn, Jerry Falwell Jr., you've ministered the shit out of the love of Christ to me. You've ministered the love of Christ to me so hard and often. And then maybe Jerry Falwell Jr. was like, hell yeah, dude, I would love to minister the love of Christ to lots of gay young men. So then they got together and they bought a gay hotel together so they can minister the love of Christ whenever they want to tons of young gay men. I mean, who knows, right? Anything's possible with Jesus. And honestly, folks, this is the story that keeps on giving. It's hard to believe this is actually true. The only reason we know about any of this is because when they were doing this deal, they fucked over a guy whose name is Jesus, and he sued them. Literally, the only reason we know that Jerry Falwell Jr. bought a gay flophouse with his 21-year-old pool boyfriend is because they got sued by Jesus. I can make this shit up, folks, but I don't even fucking have to. Sometimes reality is just chef's kiss. And so now you're caught up. That was me almost 2 years ago, nailing this fucking story. And now, folks, yes, we know what's happening. The pool boy has confessed. He's come out with what's been going on. And I was pretty close, folks. I was pretty fucking close. But first off, apparently Jerry Falwell Jr. got winds that his pool boy sex lover dude was about to come out with a tell-all. He gonna fucking out you people, so he decided to get a jump on it. and put the story out before the pool boy got a chance to put the story out, and basically just lied his fucking ass off. It's all bullshit. He claims that it was his wife. He fucking threw his wife totally under the fucking bus. It was my wife had the affair. I had nothing to fucking do with it. And he tries to paint himself as the victim of everything. The affair started with this 20-year-old pool boy. Jerry Falwell's wife was like 45. Jerry Falwell was like 50 years old. They're these incredibly, one of the most powerful couples in America. Yet he's going to try to cast himself as the victim of this young man. My family has been blessed with the opportunity to serve Christ in our community over the last 50 years. From when my father founded Liberty in the early 1970s through today. When my father suddenly passed away in 2007, I quickly and unexpectedly went from being the lawyer, working in the background on the business aspects of the school, to becoming a very public person, having to overcome my fears of speaking in front of audiences of tens of thousands, with many more responsible to the Liberty community and to my own family. He's about to set it up like he's the victim. I was just a shy little wallflower. Didn't know what I was doing. My priority was to build on my father's vision and to work hard. Thanks to the help of the board and the extraordinary Liberty faculty, executive staffs, and community, we have ensured the university's sustained growth and financial health while providing the best and most modern on-campus and online educational and spiritual resources to a wider range of students, both in person and through the digital platforms. My commitment to Liberty became and has remained my primary focus, and while I am so grateful and thankful for our collective success, I also realize in hindsight that there was a toll that this took on me. I'm such a victim, which extended to my family too. During this time of reflection for us, and this especially challenging year, and even more so following the events of the past few weeks, my wife Becky and I agreed that this was the right time for me to share more of our story. Bullshit. He was told that he was asked for a comment, basically, on his boy toy story, and he decided to come out with this before the boy toy story come out. It had absolutely nothing to, he's just a liar. Every bit of this is a fucking lie, because the Liberty community deserves to hear it directly from me and from us. Yeah, you're such a hero. During a vacation over 8 years ago, Becky and I met an ambitious young man who was working at our hotel and was saving up his money to go to school. We encouraged him to pursue an education and career, and we were very impressed by his initiative in suggesting a local real estate opportunity. Yeah, that's what it was. We were impressed by his initiative. His dick. That's a funny way to spell his dick. My family members eventually made an investment in a local property, including him in the deal, because he could play an active role in managing it, and became close with him and his family. This is all bullshit. They had the affair like right off the bat when they first met him, and obviously that's why they ended up giving him all this money for the hotel as hush money. They're acting like it didn't start till after they bought the hotel together. Total bullshit. He even says it's bullshit. Shortly thereafter, Becky had an inappropriate personal relationship with this person. Throw your wife under the bus. Something in which I was not involved. Bullshit. I can prove it. The dude released audio footage and other stuff that the press saw and admitted that it was true. We'll share it in a minute. It was nonetheless very upsetting to learn about. Bullshit. After I learned this, I lost 80 pounds. Now, you lost 80 pounds because you wanted to fuck boy toys. And people who saw me regularly thought that I was physically unwell, when in reality, I was just balancing how to be most supportive of Becky, who I love. Yeah, that's true, isn't it? While also reflecting and praying about whether there was ways I could have been more supportive of her and giving her proper attention. You didn't dick her good enough, dude. I came to the realization that while it may be easy to judge others on their behavior, what the fuck? Your job is literally to judge others on their behavior. The King James Bible reminds us, thou shalt not commit adultery, but I saith unto you, that whoever looketh upon a woman to lust after her, hath committed adultery with her in his heart. In fact, there are ways we may all be sinning, but the Lord believes in self-reflection. I was, and have always remained fully devoted to Becky, and we have shared many private conversations to better understand and support each other, and to strengthen our marriage. Thankfully, our love has never been stronger. Becky and I forgave each other because, well, her indiscretion, it was her indiscretion, folks, may have been more obvious and apparent. I realize there were more important, smaller things I needed to do better. And he quotes the Bible, and he basically talks about love and forgiveness, and then he claims basically the guy tried to extort him. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it's all bullshit. He paints himself as the victim. I should have spoke out more and got help. I was just too weak, but I am trying to seek fucking guidance from professionals to get better. You ain't the fucking victim here, motherfucker. God damn it. So anyway, bullshit. His little boy toy came out. The pool boy finally, after all these years, he came out with his story. Business partner of Falwell says affair with evangelical power couple spends 7 years. Keep in mind, folks, the woman in question, Jerry Falwell's wife, she is literally the president of Women for Trump. You can't write this shit. Giancarlo Grande says his sexual relationship with the Falwells began when he was 20. He says he had sex with Becky Falwell while Jerry Falwell Jr., head of Liberty University and staunch supporter of the President Trump, looked on. Yeah, he was sitting over the corner whacking off while this 20-year-old was banging his wife. Exactly the kind of behavior you would expect from shithead comment televangelists. So anyway, he said that he was 20 and they met and then they started banging and Jerry liked to sit in the corner and watch, and then he did it multiple times a year. This was like a regular thing where in hotels and at their houses, he would just go over and have sex with Jerry Falwell's wife. And I guess they decided to go into business together. I'm sure a lot of it was to keep him like close and to keep him quiet. But I guess they had a falling out and he wanted to be bought out of his contract on their gay flop house. And I guess Jerry Falwell didn't want to let him out to the contract. So he decided to basically threaten him. I'm going to go public if you don't let me out of the contract. And Jerry Falwell was like, I ain't going to be extorted. So now it's all coming out. Becky Falwell, 53, is a political figure in her own right. She served on the advisory board of the group Women for Trump, which advocates for the president's re-election campaign. She also spoke as part of a panel with her husband and Donald Trump Jr. at last year's Conservative Political Action Conference, CPAC. So, yeah. No shocker here, folks. And he backed it up. He sent them text and everything that backs up what he was saying. I'm about to play you some audio recording that he released that pretty much backs up what he's saying. And also, apparently, he showed the press some pictures and stuff they didn't release, but also some video footage where he was video chatting with Jerry Falwell's wife while she was naked. And you can see Jerry Falwell in the background, like, peeking in the door. Are you having cyber sex with my wife? So sexy. Just, like, I don't give a shit, folks. Once again, I don't give a shit if you're a cuck. If you're a fucking cuck, that's your goddamn business. I don't care. But I do care if you're a fucking Christian hypocrite who basically has a different set of rules for your fucking students than you do yourself, which is exactly what he has here. As always, they're just fucking hypocrites. Behaving exactly like you would expect con men to act, right? They are rich as shit. They lie to people for a living. And then behind the scenes, they just have lewd sex and do drugs. And exactly like you would expect con men to act. So no surprise here. Next up, stunning audio. So the kid released this audio to routers of a conversation that he had with Jerry Falwell's wife. And basically, she's intimating that she's jealous because he's been telling her about these other women he's been hooking up with. And she's talking about how jealous she is. And you can hear Jerry Falwell pipe in and say, yeah, you're making her jealous. So he can pretend like he didn't know about all this shit. He wasn't involved in it. But this really proves that he's lying as fuck. So in this recording from 2018 phone call that Giancarlo Grande provided to routers, Grande said, God damn it, I didn't read it fast enough. Grande said he and the Falwells discussed Becky Falwell's jealousy about Grande dating other women. Grande says his sexual relationship with the Falwells began when he was 20. He says he had sex with Becky Falwell while Jerry Falwell Jr., head of the Liberty University and a staunch supporter of the president, watched on.
John's been very busy lately. Studying.
yeah, studying.
His new thing is like telling me every time he hooks up with people, like I don't have feelings or something.
You're gonna make us jealous.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to do that.
So that was Jerry Falwell's
Like
voice you could hear. You're making her jealous. You're gonna make her jealous. She's complaining that he's telling her about all the other people he's hooked up with because she's kind of, low-key in love with him because it's her young boy toy. Women for Trump.
You're gonna make us jealous.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to do that.
Like a week ago, I was in tears for a whole freaking day.
Come on.
He's like, I hooked up with this girl on Tinder and then I got her an Uber, and I'm like, just completely depressed.
Come on. You don't care
Maybe
about me
the more you
anymore.
tell me, the more I'll get used to.
You don't care about me anymore, Becky.
Huh?
You don't care about me anymore.
Yeah, really? Yeah, obviously. Yeah,
But
that's why.
I just tell you because you're my best friend, right? So
I know. I'm trying to be okay and like accepting my position, but I'm kind of into. So yeah,
it's okay.
I'm trying to. I've changed a lot. I've moved on. I've matured.
Yep.
Matured.
Yes.
I'm not as crazy as I used to be, I would think. I don't think.
No,
So
you're
yeah,
not.
this is just, huh?
No, you're perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Gotta
fine.
keep that up. Yeah, this is just new. I don't know. I was always in the, even before when you weren't dating somebody, it just kind of threw me for a loop.
So anyway, pretty much proof, and don't make fun of how I say routers. That's how I want to pronounce it. Just accept me for who I am. Reuters, or how the fuck you want to pronounce it. But anyway, proof. Jerry Falwell knows he lying. And I wouldn't be surprised if some of the money or all the money that he gave to this kid for this gay flop house was stolen or taken from the school. Because he's done other things I'm going to show you in a minute that's similar to that. But before I show you that, other footage came out of him during this scandal. And here he is with a couple female students at his university. And he's doing some kind of exercise. I guess he has to practice to do some hard thrusts while he's sitting there watching his wife get pounded by another dude. He's probably in the corner doing this, pounding his hips, wishing he could pleasure her, but he can't, so that's basically all he's got. Yeah, nothing shady about any of this from the president of the largest Christian college in the goddamn world. So, remember, folks, Giovanni is not the, or Giancarlo is not the only dude, the only strapping young man that Jerry Falwell Jr. Seems to like having bossed him around. Here is his personal trainer, his young, handsome, fit personal trainer, ordering him to push him around while they do a workout. Keep this in mind. This is for the next part. This guy is important for the next part of the story.
Is that fast enough?
Let's go. Come on.
Come on, push me, you cuck. Harder, you cuck.
Come on.
I'm banging your wife, you cuck. Come on.
A little faster.
Faster, cuck.
Come on. Push it. A little faster. Let's go. Come on.
He likes that. Look, getting off on it. Yeah. I like these young men bossing me around.
Okay.
Disrespected me a little bit. So this guy is Benjamin Crosswhite, the Falwell's personal trainer, who you may or may not remember back in a couple years ago. Apparently, Jerry Falwell Jr. got caught trying to send his personal young trainer, that guy, a sexy picture of his wife, dressed as a French maid. But he's so stupid, I guess he was drunk, that he accidentally copied it and sent it to a bunch of other folks too. And they're like, what the fuck is this? And he's like, oops, I meant to send this as my trainer, but don't worry, there's nothing nefarious about it. I'm only sending it to him so he can see how much good work he has done by training us and getting us in shape. Yeah, right. So shortly after he sent that lewd picture of his wife to this young trainer, he steered Liberty University land deal benefiting his personal trainer. Basically, he gave him $2 million against property so he could start his own gym and buy some land. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Jerry Falwell go to jail eventually. Like, they usually get away with it. Usually they're not held accountable for anything they do, but I guarantee you some nefarious shit went on behind the scenes that he ain't fucking supposed to do, and wouldn't be surprised to see if it came out. So, hilarious story from these goddamn hypocrites. Exactly what you would have thought, and it gets even weirder though, folks. As Hank Green points out here, the story isn't that Jerry Falwell Jr.'s wife had sex with someone other than him. It's that the guy she was having sex with had photos of her, and then Michael Cohen somehow got the photos, and then Falwell suddenly and unexpectedly endorsed Donald Trump, which was a huge thing. It very much helped Trump get elected, having the endorsement of Jerry Falwell Jr. Now, I have no idea if this had anything to do with him endorsing Trump, but it's curious. It's all very curious. And I went over to the Liberty University website right before I did the show and took this screenshot. And this is the code of conduct that they force the over 100,000 students they have there to swear and uphold. Sexual relations outside of a biblically ordained marriage between a natural-born man and natural-born woman are not permissible at Liberty University. So, You can only have sex if you're naturally born. If you're like, came out of the asshole or something, or like you're a clone, no sex for you. It has to be natural birth. I guess that's just their way of saying you're not allowed to marry transgender people. I guess. I don't know. In personal relationships, students are encouraged to know and abide by common sense guidelines to avoid the appearance of impropriety. Activities consistent with these standards and guidelines are violations of the Unloaned Student Honor Code. So, yep. Hypocrites. They're goddamn hypocrites in every fucking possible way. Do as we say, not as we do. It's always the way with these fucking conservative people. And as you might have noticed, too, they actually took the young boy toy around to meet Donald Trump a couple times. They flew him on their private jet and stuff to make sure he was always around. This is the kind of activities they were involved in. And so then, today, Washington Post reported that Jerry Falwell Jr. agrees to resign as Liberty University president after claiming he was being extorted over his wife's affair. That's what they said, folks. Now, what I think happened here is I think Jerry Falwell Jr. didn't actually agree to resign. I think the university put this out in order to try to force him to resign. But then he immediately came out and he said, nah, I'm not resigning. I never said I was going to resign. Completely false! So he don't want to give it up, folks. I'm pretty sure he thinks that the college and all the hundreds of millions of dollars that were conned out of gullible idiots by his father is his birthright. He earned it by being Jerry Falwell Sr.'s son. And he ain't gonna give up without a fight. So, anyway, that's the Jerry Falwell Jr. story this week. And, caught it, folks! I goddamn caught it. Yeah, like I said, it's just weird how all these conservatives, they pretend like they hate cucks. It's the worst thing you can be as a cuck, yet so many of them are actual cucks. Like Roger Stone, longtime Trump ally and confidant Roger Stone, got caught placing ads in local papers looking for black guys to come fuck his wife, which, once again, no problem with. If that's what you want to do, I don't have any fucking problem with it. It's the hypocrisy that I have a problem with. So, yeah, C-sections are not allowed. Can't fuck a person with a C-section. That's just God's law, right? What you gonna fucking do. And let me check the chat over here, what you guys gotta say in the chat. This is so cliche. Powerful men enjoy submissive. And it is a fact. Yep, true story. But he's the victim here, folks. He should have stood up. I do Falwell's wife. Actually, I do Jerry, too. He's good looking. Yuck. Not my thing. But whatever. Dick-exercise. Yeah, got to do a little dick-exercise. Because it does. If radical life decision happens soon, how long would you want to live? Forever? I'll let you know when I want to die. How about that? Playing him like a fiddle? Yes, he is. All right. All right, let me check the super chats. We're continuing on with the show. Super chats. What you guys got to say tonight? Awesome Gaming, $5. What's up? Any RNC nutty stuff yet? It just started like when I started the show, so not really yet. But I'm pretty sure I'll have lots of stuff by the time the next show comes around. Space Gold Martian 5 pounds. It's been a while since I've super chatted. Well, thank you, as I don't make a lot of money as a university student in photography, but I do when I can support you. XX. Hugs and kisses to you, Space Ghost. Really appreciate that, you rock. Sir Wilkes took us $5. You going to put the instant Trump vaccine in you? Who would trust this administration? Damn Trump making me anti-vaccine fool. I'll have to wait what the doctors say about it. If the doctors say it's okay, then I might believe them, but I definitely believe Trump. Lars, what about $10? Dusty and Devil's Lettuce keep me from turning into a commie potato. I know, right? Wish I could smoke. Lucky motherfucker. Space Ghost, March $2. That rant on Jerry proves you're ahead of the curve. Yep. One of the greatest reporters of all time, folks. And the most humble. Ben Davis, $5. Falwell is trying to get ahead of the story, preemptively slandering him. Yep, that's exactly what's going to happen. He might get sued. You better watch it. David Wesley, 666. David and Lauren love and support you, Dusty. Well, I support and I love you guys. Keep up your amazing work with the Sanctuary. I will. Really appreciate that. Sophia Christina Botha. What's up, Sophia? Seems Jerry Falwell Jr. has been taking liberties at Liberty University. Yeah. I mean, I guess something has to be liberal about that university. Corey Davis, $2. Clip the Falwell stuff. It needs more coverage. Maybe every time I clip shit out, the next video doesn't get seen a whole lot of times, so it kind of sucks. All right, I'll read the next super chat when I come back. More super chats, please, if you're able. Really appreciate it. And I already started out with the Chud Watch, but I forgot to do the theme song. So we're going to continue with the Chud Watch right now because we talk about Chuds and make fun of them. Yeah, we do. More Chud Watch coming at you. And you guys know who KelleyAnne Conway and George Conway are. They're kind of a weird couple. KelleyAnne Conway literally lies for a living for Donald Trump. She's the alternative facts lady who is one of the main mouthpieces for Donald Trump. Just basically goes out there and just bullshits and covers for him. And, she just gaslights the world. That's literally her fucking job. But her husband, George Conway, hates Donald Trump. Even though he is a conservative chud-ass motherfucker himself, he is one of the lead person for the Liberty Project. Now, is it the Lincoln Project? The Lincoln Project, which is that conservative organization that puts out all those anti-Trump ads that are really good. And so they have this weird relationship where he hates Trump, and his wife literally works for Trump as Trump's propaganda mouthpiece. And their daughter seems to hate them both for it. Their daughter is a 15-year-old liberal child, or a lefty child, who is embarrassed as fuck, especially of her mom, for being the mouthpiece for Donald Trump. So she has been going public recently and just shitting on both of them hardcore. This is their daughter, Claudia Conway. If you're a woman supporting Trump, I feel bad for you. You must really hate yourself. Lots of internalized misogyny, yikes. And somebody says, so is that a jab at your mom? And she's like, maybe. This has been going on for months and months, folks. Here's her again. George Conway mad. To journalists, KelleyAnne posed, and I do not consent to any communication between you and any of our minor children, including our daughter Claudia. So desist, thank you. And she's like, you're just mad that I'm finally getting my voice heard. Sorry your marriage failed. Oh, snap. She's going below the bed a little bit. I thought they actually broke up because she said that, but apparently they're still together. And then she wanted to say, life isn't fair when you wake up to your own mother speaking aside a homophobe and a racist. Oh, shit. And here she is saying, I'm a savage. I'm aware. As for my dad, politically, we agree on absolutely nothing. We just both happen to have a common sense when it comes to our current president. Stop standing him. My mother's job ruined my life to begin with. Heartbreaking that she continues to go down that path after years of watching her children suffer. Selfish. It's all about money and fame, ladies and gentlemen. So she hitting them goddamn hard, right? And then she went out and said, I have been using social media as an outlet to express my passions, individuality, and to shed light on some hardships. I have been vulnerable for a reason. Thank you for supporting me. I'm officially pushing for emancipation. Buckle up, because this is probably going to be public one way or another. Unfortunately, welcome to my life. I'm devastated that my mother is actually speaking the RNC, like devastated, beyond compare. So she's basically threatening to out everything, out some of their dirty laundry, behind the scenes and whatnot, and get emancipated. KelleyAnne Conway's daughter, Claudia, officially pushing for emancipation. And she put some videos out on TikTok of her, like, trolling her dad and shit. So, immediately, when she said she wanted to be emancipated, she's going to bring all this stuff out public, both of her parents decided to quit their jobs. KelleyAnne Conway confirmed she's leaving the White House at the end of the month to focus more on her family. In a statement, KelleyAnne writes, for now, and for my beloved children, it will be less drama, more mama. And her dad also said he's leaving the Lincoln Project to focus on his family. So, holy shit, man. She got the fucking job done. As this person said, Claudia Conway posted so hard, both her parents quit their job. Respect. That's exactly what happened, folks. He said, so I'm withdrawing from Project Lincoln to devote more time to family matters, and I'll be taking a Twitter hiatus. Needless to say, I continue to support the Lincoln Project and its mission passionately. So, crazy as shit. And then Claudia, the 15-year-old who looks much older than she is, but she's only 15, she took to her, I guess this is her TikTok, to comment about both of her parents quitting. And this is what she had to say. Oops.
I did. Look at what I did, ladies and gentlemen. Look at what I did.
Yep, you did that. Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. And she did it. You did it. I mean, I guess it's good that they care enough about her to quit their jobs and focus on her, because obviously they were neglecting their child. Or maybe they're just scared of the shit she's going to put out public. So, don't know. But a lot of the conservatives on the line, they are not taking it very gracefully. Here's Carmine Sabia, Christian conservative, being so Christian. calling this 15-year-old an attention whore. KelleyAnne Conway is an attention whore, and she and her dad should be ashamed of what they have done to their family because of their selfishness. Yeah, I mean, what 15-year-old isn't an attention whore, really? So anyway, that's what happened. KelleyAnne Conway and George Conway. So if you don't see her around after next month, that's what happened to her. Her daughter got to him. So good on you, Claudia Conway. Love to see it. And here's a disturbing poll that just came out. I'm not surprised, folks, but holy shit, it's a death cult. 57% of Republicans think that 176 coronavirus deaths and counting is acceptable. They just don't give a shit, folks. Literally anything Donald Trump does, no matter how many people have to die, I guarantee you we could be fucking nuked and they'd find it acceptable. It don't fucking matter. They don't give a shit. Terrifying, folks. And, yeah, these are the kind of people, though. These are the kind of people that think 173,000 deaths are acceptable. These are Trump supporters for you, folks. God bless Trump, whiteo. Like, there was nobody in her life that could explain to her what a bad idea and how trashy this was. I guess they don't give a shit, though. Like, this is literally the kind of people that he tries to attract on purpose. That's the level of his cult. And, speaking of just ridiculous fucking pieces of shit, oh my God, the quartering. They're calling him the quivering now. The most pathetic motherfucker in the world. You guys know who that is, the quartering? That's the guy who makes Republican, or I would say chud-at, not necessarily Republican, but conservative videos where he concerns himself with things like the size of the breasts of underage girls in children's cartoons. And he did like 200 videos about Brie Larson and Captain America. So anyway, he gets shit on hardcore by BreadTube and the left and people like me all the time. But he always has to play like he's tough as shit. He's this badass who ain't afraid. So he came out with a challenge to the Surfs, who are another one of these BreadTuber channels who have been calling him out recently. And he said, guarantee. No, first he said, yo, the Surfs talk so much shit. Here, I'll put up $5K for charity for a debate. Match it and we can talk. I mean, that's easy money, right? You can pick the charity, too. So they're basically calling him out, and he didn't want to debate them because he's a fucking chicken shit. He's the quiver. So he basically said, oh, you guys got to earn $5,000 for charity. And if you can do that, then I'll debate you, because he clearly didn't think they were going to be able to do it. But guess what? They did a marathon charity yesterday, and not only did they earn $5K, they earned over $40,000 to set up this debate with him. More than 8 times what he asked for. So, of course, what does he do? He fucking immediately finds an excuse to pussy out of the goddamn debate because he's a fucking coward. He never intended to do it to begin with. He's a chicken shit. He said, I had to schedule a debate with a harsh critic of mine in good faith. I agreed to speak to them for charity's sake. This week, they have taken to a charity live stream and raised money to spread absurd lies about me, showing anything but good faith. I should have known. Yeah, he's like, they're talking shit about me. They're being rude. I couldn't possibly debate somebody who's rude. Dude literally is rude to people for a living. He bullies people for a living. Makes fun of people, calls people a name for a goddamn living. God damn it, what a fucking coward. Like him posting this, he deleted, of course, his chicken shit. Cry more, commie. The Surfs blew it and you know it. Yeah, they blew it. Because they talk bad about me. They call me names. You literally call people names for a fucking living, you cowardly piece of fucking shit. Look at this shit. One of his videos. New video, please share. Brie Larson has teamed up with professional news creator Van Jones from CNN to produce some sweet anti-male propaganda in VR. If you can afford it, you can now sexually harass Brie Larson in a video game. He's literally trying to encourage his audience to sexually harass an actress he doesn't like. Oh my God. These people call me names. I can't possibly debate in good faith somebody who would call somebody names. It's just so fucking pathetic, these guys. But, you know, their conservative fan base don't give a shit. It doesn't matter. It's a different set of rules for them. And speaking of psychopaths on the goddamn right, holy fucking shit. Here's Ian Miles Wrong, foreign provocateur who lives in Malaysia, who's never stepped foot in America, and he literally makes a living pretending to be a conservative American and influencing our elections. Here he is. Rioters in Kenosha smash police vehicles. And Vadim says, when you care more about property damage than you do human life. And Ian says, the cars are worth more. Yeah, look at this fucking piece of shit, man. Wishing death on American citizens as a foreign agent. These are the kind of people that Republicans are paying. It's just insane. And here he is. We're talking about the guy who got shot in the back 7 times in Wisconsin yesterday. He's a rapist, and he was also armed, going for a weapon in his vehicle. And they said, who? He is irrelevant. And where is the proof that he reached for a weapon? Don't care. I don't care. I'm not here to tell the truth, folks. I'm literally paid to influence your elections and harm your country. Dude gets retweeted by Donald Trump all the time. This is who our president is supporting, folks. Crazy as fuck. And Dave Rubin wants you all to know that the military has done lots of really good things, you know, like the war in Vietnam.
Much of our foreign military intervention has been good. Just look at Korea, Vietnam, and both world wars, where our contributions secured much-needed freedoms.
Yeah, remember how great Vietnam was, where we literally lied to get into a war with a country simply because they're a communist? Simply because they didn't like the type of government they elected for themselves. So we went over there and spent tons of money to kill millions of them. You remember that? Hey, we're the good guys. This fucking dumbass Dave Rubin. Holy goddamn shit. And folks, the deep fake stuff is getting out of control. Prepare yourselves. It's fucking Ben Shapiro with some wet ass pussy. Yeah. You know, gonna have a mop and a bucket to clean up that wet ass pussy of Ben Shapiro. And I'm not gonna click on the song to let you hear the music because they will copyright my video. But you go, Ben, with your sexy ass. I'd hit it. And next up, Jesse Lee Peterson doing what Jesse Lee Peterson do, being an evil motherfucker. He got a problem because these military ladies are dancing. They're just fucking having fun dancing. Like, literally, who gives a shit? And he's like, women have no business serving in the military. Oh my God, folks. Men recently have literally been convicted of war crimes for murdering people. Does that mean they shouldn't be serving in the military? No, a woman dancing. That's the real fucking problem here, folks. This is why I can say over and over again, don't go on Jesse Lee Peterson's show. He makes money off of you. He's an evil son of a fucking bitch. Why would you help him? Why? What reason do you have to help this motherfucker? You know, fuck you a little bit if you help that guy, in my opinion. And folks, are you sitting down? Prepare yourself for ultimate shock here, folks. I can't believe this, folks. I can't fucking believe it. Tim Pool, Trump's second term agenda is enough. I now plan to vote for Trump. No, we lost Tim Pool. How can this be? Who could have possibly have seen this coming? Ultra liberal lefty Tim Pool is voting for Trump? Unbelievable. Okay, yeah, right. Oh my God, this grift is so tiring. It's just so fucking tiring. It's just impossible to believe that anybody else believes his grift at this point. But here's Tim Pool's genius model. Apparently he was a model or something. Former co-host talking about how intelligent and politically knowledgeable Tim Pool is. Can you imagine how stupid you would have to fucking be to believe Tim Pool knows a lot and tells the truth about politics?
Yeah, and I guess my walkaway story, I feel like most people that follow me now know my story. You know, you kind of, a lot of you probably watched me join the Timcast IRL show, and I was very ignorant in politics. I didn't know anything about it. You know, I was a video gamer. You know, I was a model back in the day. I, you know, tended to just work hard when I needed to, and then chill and, you know, escape in a game or whatnot. Sometimes I would read, but it doesn't matter. I was not political, and I was just one of those default Democrats thinking that the Democrats were the ones who were really fighting for us. And the more I talked with Tim, the more I realized, because he's very knowledgeable about everything that's going on, and I started doing my own research so I can actually communicate better with him. And man, was it a red pill, full on red pill. I made a smoothie and just drank it down. And I mean, I can't close my eyes to it.
So, yeah, I didn't know anything. I was completely fucking ignorant, and I learned everything from Tim Pool, and now I know the Republicans are right. I learned it from lefty Tim Pool. Oh my God, they're so stupid, folks. So stupid in every goddamn way, in every goddamn day. And next up, God! God doesn't want you wearing a mask, folks. Oh my God. Did you know that not wearing a mask is now a religion, apparently? Here's the things that they print out and they laminate. These fucking Karens, and they take into the stores. Religious exemption. The bearer of this card is legally exempt from the wearing of any face mask covering or being subjected to temperature taking, viral testing, or vaccination, as protected by the U.S. Federal Law Title II of the Civil Rights Act, U.S. Code 42. According to the state and federal civil rights law, this individual has free and equal access to all facilities and services in your business establishment, regardless of store policies. Refusal of service may place you at risk for being prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Your recognition and protection of these religious and civil rights is acknowledged. That's right, folks. I'm going to sue you if you make me wear a mask. This is a real thing. No, it's not. Nobody believes you. You printed that out for yourself. That's nothing. It's literally nothing. I'm going to print up something and laminate it, take it to the store that says I don't have to wear pants. I have a religious exemption to wear pants. If you try to make me wear pants, I'm going to prosecute you. And then I'll print out one that says I have a religious exemption to steal. I can steal anything I want to. Look at this fucking thing I laminated and printed out. It specifically says I can steal Walmart. If you try to stop me from stealing, I'm going to prosecute you to the fullest extent of the law. Because that's how this whole goddamn society works, isn't it, Karens? Oh my fucking God, dude. And another example. This is how I feel about it. This other Karen, this popular Christian conservative podcaster. God does not want us wearing masks. If you have a mask on, it means you don't actually trust God. You don't have faith. But you're the same people who need a rifle to pick up groceries? Yeah. I don't know. Doesn't seem like you have a lot of faith. Why you got your seatbelt on? Where's your faith? I guarantee you she's going to run to the hospital first chance she gets sick. But where's your faith? And next up, so the Proud Boys showed up in Portland. You know the Proud Boys are the terrorist organization, Trump-supporting Proud Boys, started by Gavin McInnes. So if you don't know who the Proud Boys are, here's a short 2-minute and 20-second video that explains perfectly who the Proud Boys are and what they're all about. This is important for the next section.
I started this gang called the Proud Boys.
Gang.
And,
The Proud Boys?
The Proud Boys.
What's Proud Boys
And
about?
I just want to point out that here's Joe Rogan giving this guy national attention. And a ton of the types of people who would join this terrorist gang Proud Boys are exactly the type of people that love Joe Rogan. So Joe Rogan is helping spread this fucking evil. Fuck you a whole lot, Joe.
Called the Proud Boys. And,
The Proud Boys?
The Proud Boys.
What's Proud Boys about?
We will kill you. That's the Proud Boys in a nutshell. We will kill you. We look nice. We seem soft. We have boys in our name. But like Bill the Butcher and the Bowery Boys, we will assassinate you. Now, part of the reason I agree to do the talk is because I'm allowed to bring all my guys. And we can fight our way in and fight our way out. Beating the shit out of these people. I think it's our job to do it. And the cops to turn a blind eye.
That's what's happening. What he just said is exactly what's happening. It is their job to go in and terrorize and spread fascism by attacking anti-fascists, and the cops are supposed to stand idly by and that's exactly what they did in Portland yesterday. I'm going to show you.
If you're wearing a MAGA hat, as Sal is right now, Sal's in the studio, folks.
Oh my God, it's Sal Cipolla. Where are you from?
On here.
Wow, you came a long way.
If you're wearing a MAGA hat and some guy with a slightly punk demeanor comes up to you and says, hey, are you Sal or are you pro-Trump? Choke him. Trust your instincts. Don't listen to what he has to say. Choke him. If I do a video where I say, how about we start throwing bricks? Is that legal? You can't call for violence on a specific person, but can you say they're throwing bricks? We should throw bricks. Can you call for violence generally? Because I am. Fighting solves everything. We need more violence from the Trump people, Trump supporters. Choke a motherfucker. Choke a bitch. Choke a tranny. Get your fingers around the windpipe. I want violence. I want punching in the face. I'm disappointed in Trump supporters for not punching enough. Get a fucking gun.
Get ready to blow someone's fucking head off. I've even killed people in my dreams. That's how awesome my gun is.
Get in trouble, get arrested, get fired. Let's all get in this together. They can't kill us all.
Yeah, I got green tips, man. Those go through at least 3 bodies.
Oh, beautiful. Plop. I love the way he falls on his ass. They said, you want to go? I said, yeah, I want to fucking go. And I punched him in the face. And then Coulter emailed me later and she goes, conservatives never punched anyone in the face. Finally, things are turning around. And then Malsberg goes, you're not advocating violence, are you? And I go, I absolutely am. It's a wonderful, effective thing. This is a fucking war.
So that's who they are, folks. That's the kind of people Joe Rogan is out there platforming. They're just terrorists. It's a terrorist organization. Like I showed you before, cops walking up to them and warning them to get off the streets because they're about to arrest Antifa. They're all in it to fucking together. So, yeah, they went out to Portland. And here's one of the big, tough, proud boys. Look at this fucking, goddamn. They just get off on being evil fucking bullies. More of this guy in a second, but let's listen to what he has to say.
So we're gonna go wave our flags. And if you know what's good for you, you won't fuck with us today. Alright?
Yeah. Here he is, got maced. Yeah, you got maced, didn't you? Yeah, because you're out there macing everybody. If you know what's good for you, you don't fuck with us. So goddamn insecure, but this guy is a fucking terrorist. He was out there pulling guns and pointing them at people and macing people and threatening them. I want to show you a few of this. His name is Alan Sweeney. Look at this fuck. This cowardly piece of shit. He's in full riot gear. He's a big, bearded, burly guy, and he thinks he can intimidate and scare people and threaten them. Here he's trying to intimidate this guy first. He's gonna walk up and get in his face, tell him to move, move. And the guy ain't listening to him because fuck you. You have no authority here, but he's gonna sit there and mean mug him and try to scare him because he's a big dude. He's used to being able to bully people. That's who we're dealing with. We're dealing with pathetic fucking bullies who get off on it. They just want to hurt you so bad because they're fucking evil. Look at this guy. He's like, you're gonna move, you're gonna move. No, I'm not. No, fuck you. No. He's the press. So this guy, I'm gonna show you more. This guy gets attacked by another one of these guys. He's a press. He has press on his hat. He's out there just chronicling and everything, just recording everything. He doesn't have any weapons. He's not armed. He's not hurting anybody. And one of the other guys attacks him, breaks his hand, breaks his finger, and cuts it open. Right after this guy threatens him and tries to intimidate him into moving. No, fuck you. Nobody's scared of you. Suck a dick in a bad way. Look at him. He can't believe it. He's not intimidated enough to move? No, I need you to kiss my ass. Make me, you fuck. And look. He pulled out his bear mace and threatened to torture the guy. Bear mace is torture, folks. No. No. Fuck you. And he just can't believe the guy will move. He can't believe he can't intimidate this guy. So eventually he just walks off because you ain't moving. What are you going to do, motherfucker? Yeah. Oh, he ain't going to move out of my way. He recording everything. I guess I should just assault him right here in front of everybody. But yeah, they were assaulting people all over the fucking place. Macing all kinds of people. Here he is out there threatening to mace people right now in this video.
If you feel threatened, go back to Texas, Snowflake.
Okay, I love this. First, I'm going to show you this whole video. This guy who is just out there being a journalist, filming everything, who is getting threatened by this goddamn insecure bully, just tears into him, rips him a new asshole, and lets him have it, and it's beautiful.
Feel threatened? Go back to Texas then, Snowflake. If you feel threatened, go back to Texas, Snowflake. Bye.
You about to drop that camera?
Oh, you're gonna fucking hit me with that bear mace?
Nobody's gonna
You gonna hit me with that bear mace? I got you all on camera, motherfucker. Do it. Bear mace me. You think I'm scared? I didn't come out in here gear like you. I didn't come with a paintball gun. I'm not a fucking bitch like you. I'm here in my fucking clothes with my camera. Oh, because you got bear mace in my fucking face. Look at you with your fucking beard. You think you're a grown man? You're nothing but a little bitch. Fuck you. Go back to Texas.
Get his ass. Yeah, you're nothing but pathetic fucking children. We see right through you. You're cowards. Hiding behind all that armor and bear mace. There's a reason you call yourself boys, because that's what you fucking are. You have the mentality of little boys. You never matured, and here he is out there bear macing people. Somebody silly stringed him, and he's out there just bear macing people. This can't be fucking legal, folks. This has to be assault with a deadly weapon. And here they are, Proud Boys, just engaging in some light terrorism. Here he is with his bear mace, his Texas and his crosses, and here he is pointing a gun at people. He pulled out a big fucking gun and started pointing at the crowd. And where are the cops at? Peaceful protesters, they're knocking them on the head, blackbagging them, putting them in the unmarked vehicles. But Proud Boys can literally go out and torture people with bear mace and point guns at them. Fuck all happens. Just as Gavin McGinnis said, it is up to them, their terrorist ass, to get out there and threaten people, cause violence, and the cops are a blind eye. And that's exactly what the fuck is happening. And here's that guy I just showed you. While I am filming, a right-wing activist charges out and assaults me, breaking my finger with a baton. Look at this fucking shit. Where are the cops at? There he is. That guy, what's that? Whacks him. There he is. Whacks him on the finger. Recording. He's doing nothing. He's not instigating anything. He's just recording. That guy comes up and smacks him. There he goes. Yep, broke his finger right there. Knocked the camera out of his hand, broke his finger. Where are the cops at? No cops to be found when fascist terrorists are in our goddamn street. So he walks up and he just lets the guy fucking have it. Want to talk about a real brave guy? Somebody's not an insecure little boy? Ain't fucking really scared of you? Don't need fucking bear mace to act like a tough man? He walked right up to the guy that did it. And the guy continues to assault him. Look at this cowardly piece of shit. Don't stand in the fucking way. We want to assault you.
You were right in front of me.
You were right in front of me. I had to hit you. And he's telling him, you're a piece of shit. You're a cowardly piece of shit. Look, I'm still assaulting. Look. He has every right to be there, motherfucker. Look at him. Go assault him again. You can't talk to me. You don't have the First Amendment right to talk to me. Gotta find out who this fucking motherfucker is. Name and shame. Find out who this goddamn son of a fucking bitch is. Hell no. Anger is the correct response to this. This is what got crazy out there, folks. This is what they want. This is what the Proud Boys are out there instigating. Both them and Antifa, they're all spraying shit at each other, spraying mace at each other. Look how crazy shit's getting. fucking crazy shit, dude. This is Trump's America right now, folks. Never seen anything like this. This is some nutty, nutty shit. So this, I don't know what we call it, protest warfare or riot warfare or whatever you want to call it, but each side have gotten their tactics down. It's really wild to watch in real time, and here's the brave-ass Proud Boys. Well, first of all, this woman just walks by them, and they grab her sign and pull them in and start assaulting her. Because they don't really give a shit about freedom of speech. That's not really what they're about. They pretend they're free speech warriors, but that's absolutely not true. That is a shield, a fake shield they hide behind in order to assault people and terrorize them. So watch. She has every right to walk by them with her sign. She has every right to talk to them. She's not doing anything wrong. They reach out, grab her sign, and they pull her into the crowd so they can instigate shit. Fucking terrorist organization out there. Trump-loving Proud Boys. They even got Trump signs. Don't give a shit about your First Amendment right to protest. Got their mace out there macing everybody. Back and forth, they're macing each other, throwing at shit. Just crazy, man. The fuck has this country become, man? So anyway. That's what's going on in Portland right now. Hard to fucking believe. And this is another thing they're doing, folks. This is what conservatives do. They lie. This is part of their whole goddamn plan. It's just a bullshit and lie. This is one of the common things. I don't know if this is a Russia bot or just an American conservative. It could be somebody from Malaysia. Like Ian Miles Chud, right? They steal pictures of black people, and then they pretend like they're the black people behind the pictures. This one stole this picture from this guy. This is the real guy. Nellis Jostra, a good-looking young black man. Somebody stole his pictures and went to Twitter and started a Twitter account called I Went Democrat to Republican. I've been a Democrat my whole life. I joined BLM protests months ago when they began. They opened my eyes wide. I didn't realize I became a Marxist. It happened without me even knowing it. I'm done with this trash. I'll be registering Republican, giving Twitter a shot. Yeah, but the guy whose account it is like, delete my pictures from your profile. You lying fuck. We see right through this shit, man. You guys are so fake. But here's the crazy part about it. This is the guy that started the fake account. He's like, still can't believe I used to attend BLM rallies. It's because you didn't. But this is how the shit works. The guy already has 17,000 followers. Just started this a couple days ago. Because conservatives don't give a shit that it's a fake account. They will spread it anyway because they know most people won't know it's a fake account. I mean, I've had this new account for 2 years. I'm not even at 6,500 yet. A guy lies, put a fake pictures, conservative, give him 17,000 followers in a few days. That's how this whole game works, folks. It's not about telling the truth at all. Lies work better to these people. So fucking frustrating. And guess we'll finish it up. So white supremacists, one of the most famous white supremacists in the world, Richard Spencer, came out and supported Joe Biden, came out and endorsed Joe Biden. Not good, not amazing, not what you want. And I agree, this is an effective way to denounce individuals who push hateful views, spread racism, or sow division. Andrew Bates says, when Joe Biden says we are in a battle for the soul of the nation against vile forces of hate who have come crawling out from under the rocks, you are the epitome of what he means. What you stand for is absolutely repugnant. Your support, 10,000% unwelcome here. Yes. Fuck you, Richard Spencer. Nobody wants you. But I guess he's like a rat who wants to leave a sinking ship. Now, part of me wants to believe that Richard Spencer knows that his endorsement is not wanted. So he knows that if he comes out and he endorses Biden, it'll actually make Biden look bad. And that's the reason he's doing this. But honestly, I just think that's me trying to make myself feel better about my own position, my own side. I don't really think that's what's happening here. I think Richard Spencer, first of all, he's disenfranchised now with the alt-right and the right because they pretty much completely abandoned him. He can't even fill a row of seats anymore. He can't make any fucking money, and they didn't stand up for him as much as in the way he thought they should have. And also, he thinks Trump is going to lose, and so he doesn't want to be on the side of the losers. So he's trying to jump ship, but fuck no, nobody wants your endorsement, Richard Spencer. Least of all Joe Biden, who immediately came out and said he is absolutely repulsed that this motherfucker would even think about endorsing him. Absolutely repugnant. Biden campaign forcefully disavows an endorsement from neo-Nazi Richard Spencer. Hell no. And I've said it time and time again, folks. I live in Mississippi. I've grown up with racists my entire life. I still know tons of racists. And I don't know a single one of them who is not a Trump supporter. I've always said that 99% of these racists and Nazis are Trump supporters. And just because one of them, Richard Spencer, endorses Biden, it doesn't change that. There's a very good reason, 99.9, I would say, 99.9% of the racists, the Ku Klux Klan, the Nazis, they're all fucking Trump supporters. So this changes nothing. Fuck that guy. And finish up with this one on Chud Watch. I told you guys about this on the last show about how in Tennessee they were trying to pass a law that makes protesting a felony. So they can take your vote away, so they can put you in prison for it, so they can fine you for it, and they passed it. The governor signed that shit. So they can just pick and choose which protesters they want to charge under this law, and they can arrest you and charge you with a felony now. Holy shit, folks. You know they're not going to fucking choose the Proud Boys or the people with AK or AR-15s who are out there protesting, wearing masks. No, they're going to go after Black Lives Matter supporters. They're going to go after Antifa. They're going to arrest them, and they're going to shut down our First Amendment rights. This can't be legal. It's not legal. It's not constitutional, and they pass it anyway because they don't give a fuck. Full-throated fascism in our face is Trump's America. And we have to continue to fight back against this as hard as we goddamn can, folks. And that's my Chud Watch section for the night. Let me read a little bit of the chat, see what you guys got to say about it. Like to hear it go. Surely will be struck down in the courts. Doesn't look like it. I don't know. I don't know how it's constitutional because Republicans are in charge and they can do whatever the fuck they want to. And nobody seems to be standing up against them in a way that's making them back down yet. Dusty Smith, I am late to the party. You stole my name. Fuck the police. Yep. ACAB. Fuck that shit. I missed the old theme, though. Nope, the new theme is much better. Because this is the greatest show, man. That's a much better song than the old theme. Get with the times. Learn to love it. Smash the like button. Definitely smash the like button. Help me out. Leave comments. All that kind of stuff. Share the videos. You know how it works. Hit the bell. Ring my bell. Ring my bell. So glad I know you, Dusty. Keep on the good work. I will. I appreciate it. Would keep doing it as long as you guys keep supporting me. Fuck Richard Spencer. Absolutely. Fuck that. Fascist. Definitely fascist. Every goddamn where. Civil War. I hope not. But good. Yeah, it is like a civil war out there. You're talking about the clash between the Proud Boys and Antifa. Getting scary out there. They're all playing soldiers. Yeah, they're LARPing out there. Name and shame. Definitely name and shame. Arrest him. We'll see. We'll see if anything fucking happens. I don't know. Seems like there's a different set of rules for them. Like, literally, Dusty, I clap for you. Your voice is so important. I appreciate it. I'm doing what I can. I gotta admit, folks, I am kind of surprised the show's not more popular than it is. I really am. Like, I thought it'd be more... And I'm not complaining. It's fine. And there is part of me that thinks if it was way, way popular, if it's too popular, I would just quit doing the show. Because that's what happened last time I became really popular. I didn't want to be popular anymore, so I just quit doing it. But I am surprised the show's not more popular, because god damn it, I really fucking bring this shit. So humble, so humble. Anyway, let's see if the super chats are super chatty chats. Zombie Gangsta Samurai $4.99. You think Jerry got off on the idea that Jesus was watching? I doubt he even believes in Jesus. Most of those televangelists are just fucking con men who don't even believe in that shit. Vicky Westroven, $19.99. Hey, appreciate it, Vicky. Thank you. Haven't been able to watch live in a while. Hope this makes up for lost time. It does, Vicky. It's been kind of slow tonight, but it's okay. What you gonna do? It can't always be about the money, but I appreciate that. HSCT Mexico Lawrence Journey $10. Dusty, I've been a fan for the Denver days. I have Mississippi, and I'm headed for treatment in 5 days. Oh yeah, I have MS. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's terrible. I hope the treatment goes well for you. Let us know how you're doing. Stay in contact. Hopefully we can be there for you if you need it. Thank you for that. Ben Davis, $10. Here's a communist, fascist, virtue signaling, politically correct, cancel culture donation. I appreciate it. It all helps. Ben Davis, you rock. Space Ghost Martian, $2. Imagine making the case for the Vietnam War 2020. Yeah. Imagine being that far gone. At one time working for the Young Turks and selling your soul to that degree. I just can't imagine being on that level, having that little integrity. EO Man's Code, 84, $5. Just a little for the fur babies. I appreciate it. Thank you. Zeta Williams, $5. Appreciate it. Zeta Williams. Thank you very much. You and your hippos down there. All right, more super chats if you're able to support the show. Much appreciated. Let's continue on. About halfway done. Time for some Trump news. I'm not watching the RNC tonight. I'm sure it's going very well, but we still have some other stuff that I have this week to cover. And Trump's your president. He's your president. He's the. I can't even sing anymore, folks. It's too fucking depressing. Can't believe this is real life. I agree, Stone Kettle, man. Our president is outright shouting out conspiracy theories to try to kowtow and influence the Q conspiracy theorists to support him. The deep state or whoever over at the FDA is making it very difficult for drug companies to get people in order to test the vaccines and therapeutics. Obviously, they are hoping to delay the answer until after November 3rd. Must focus on speed and saving life. If you actually believe this, if you actually believe your FDA, which you are in charge of, was doing this, why aren't you firing people and arresting them? Name names. Who is the deep state? Who are you talking about? Nobody. He's just lying and trying to court the people in the Q conspiracy theory who have already gotten people killed because he doesn't give a shit. He's desperate, folks. He's so fucking desperate. And remember, folks, last month he was going to come out in 2 weeks with his healthcare plan. It was going to be the best healthcare plan you ever seen, and then he never did it. So instead of coming out with a healthcare plan, this is what he says he's going to do now. He's going to bring transparency, because transparency is actually better than healthcare somehow.
With healthcare, we've done a great job. One of the other things I did, I think the future is good. Transparency. I approve transparency. That's bigger than healthcare. The people I had working on it, one of them is like the all-time expert on transparency, highly respected man, doctor. He said, sir, if you get this approved, this is bigger than healthcare.
I talked to the best doctor in the world. He said, sir, if you get this approved, it's bigger than healthcare. He was sucking my balls as he said this, and his name was Albert Einstein. Definitely totally true, folks. He's totally not making this up. Transparency, more important than your life.
Transparency, where you can go and negotiate and pick the best doctor.
Explain why that helps people.
Because people will be able to negotiate their prices.
No, folks. There is only one hospital here. When you have an emergency and you go to the hospital, there is no way to negotiate anything because there's no competition. The vast majority of places are small towns like this that only have one medical center or one hospital, if any at all. So transparency doesn't help work the shit. Yeah, maybe I go in and before they give me my life-saving operation, they say, hey, I want you to know ahead of time this is going to bankrupt you. Here's the transparency. Do you still want us to save your life? It's just so stupid, folks. Every goddamn bit of this is angering and stupid.
Which right now they can't. People will be able to get better doctors. You know who it's good for? Good hospitals. By the way, hospitals are against it because it makes them good. Good hospitals and good doctors. It's good for good hospitals. It's the biggest thing maybe in healthcare of anything I'm doing other than drug prices, because I did a favored nations clause the other day. With healthcare, we've done.
I was looking everywhere for my glasses, folks. I'm not even stoned. Fucking looking all over myself for my goddamn glasses. Anyway, At least I'm not as embarrassing as Donald Trump, goddammit. So fucking stupid. It's better than healthcare transparency. At least you'll know you're going to be bankrupt before you're bankrupt. Isn't that better? No. No, it's not. And they're continuously trying to set up where he is not going to accept the election results, folks. He's going to push, just like every dictator does, to keep power. Once they get power, dictators never want to give it up.
Right. Yeah. What they're doing is using COVID to steal an election.
Right.
They're using COVID
literally what he's
to
doing.
defraud the American people, all of our people, of a fair and free election.
He's literally trying to defraud people of a fair and free election. He wants as few people to vote as they can because he knows the main ones, if he makes it really hard, difficult to vote, he'll disenfranchise everybody except for the incredibly hardcore cult members that follow him, and he'll get a better result out of it. 100% projection, folks. Always accuse the other side of what you're doing. It's classic. I can't even pronounce his name. Goebbels, the Nazi propaganda minister. Why are names so hard for me? You know what a face aphasia is? It's where you have trouble remembering somebody's face when you see it. I have name aphasia. I can't fucking pronounce any. I don't give a shit about names. Terrible. But anyway. And next up, here he is making the joke again. He keeps making it over and over again, this joke, folks, but it's not a joke, where he says that he's going to serve for more than one more term. He's going to serve for another 12 years, even though that's against the Constitution. They're floating this for a reason, folks. It's not just a joke. Cognitive ease. He's trying to make you comfortable with the idea more and more, floating it out there, so more and more of his supporters cheer him and shit when he says it. So perhaps they can actually try to do it and never give up power in this country. Here he is, look. At the very least, even if you say he's joking, then he's much more concerned with trolling and upsetting people and being an asshole than actually guiding in this time where 175,000 people are dead.
4 more years! 4 more years!
Now, if you want to really drive him crazy, you say 12 more years.
12 more years!
Because
12 more years!
we caught them doing some really bad things.
They didn't. He's lying. But he's trying to make the case never to give up power. I honestly think he is so terrified. They came out an article today about how his son, Donald Trump Jr., is terrified they're going to lose the election and the family's going to be prosecuted. I think they're all fucking terrified. They will destroy our democracy to keep from losing power and to be arrested for all their crimes, folks. And the reason this is so scary because the GOP literally came out and said that this year, for this election, they are not having any party platform. They always put out a new party platform every election saying this is what the Republican Party stands for. You know, it's separate from just what the president wants to do. Because we are not just the president. We are our own separate party, and this is what we stand for. This year, they decided to literally not do it. Their platform this year is that whatever Trump wants. We are the Trump Party now. We don't have our own platform anymore. We just support the president, and we are the Trump Party now. Which is scary as fuck. Because we already know that they weren't going to push back against Trump anyway. And we already know that Republicans get far less votes than Democrats. You know, they get much less percentage points during congressional votes than Republicans do. But they win, and they get the majority because of gerrymandering. Because they have it rigged, where they can, just like Trump got elected when he got millions of less votes. They have it rigged, so when they get less votes, they can win. But even that is starting not to work for them. So they've already proven they don't care about democracy. They don't care about the system. And if they can find a way to maintain power, they will do it at all cost. They will cheat to win. And so when they say, we're the Trump Party, if he wins, folks, they may never give up power again. This really is the most important election, perhaps in American history, but definitely in my lifetime. Really, really scary times we live in. And even Trump's sister knows he's a jackass. Even his own family members can't fucking stand him. His niece, who wrote the tell-all book about him, I guess went in and secretly recorded his sister, her mom, talking about Trump, where she said stuff like, he can't be trusted. He has no principles. Even his own goddamn family knows he's a piece of shit con man. And here's 58 seconds of her secret recording. Make it bigger for you guys.
tweet and the lying. Oh my God, I'm talking too freely, but you know, the change of stories, the lack of preparation, the lying, the holy.
Yep.
White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows joins us now. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Meadows. Have you spoken to the president about those tapes? What's his response?
Well, obviously, he's been public with his response. You know, just another day and another attack.
Just another day? Just another family member explaining what a piece of shit he is. You know, just another person who's incredibly close to him, knows him incredibly well, telling the truth. You know, just the usual. People are numb to it, though. That's the problem. And speaking of the Trump administration, hard to believe, folks, but the guy who is sabotaging the post office right now, the guy Trump put in charge as the Postmaster General, who donated tons of money to Trump. I don't know how the fuck that's legal, but how is this legal? You're a reminder that Postmaster General Louis DeJoy owns between $30 million and $75 million of assets in USPS competitors. It's just, what can you say, folks? It's a sham government now. Maybe it always was, but it definitely is now. This isn't even America anymore. It's something else. And they've come out with a couple pretty good anti-Trump ads recently. I thought I'd play a few for you right now. They're short. This one wasn't the best one, but it's only a minute long. This was put out by the Lincoln Project. I guess the project's Lincoln. So this one's about Jared Kushner and how evil he is. 2.6 million views.
Evil is real. We ignore it when it seems educated, polite, superficially charming, even sophisticated. We trivialize it, ignore it, and when we do, it grows. On March 31st in the Trump White House, Trump's COVID team led by Jared Kushner decided to ignore testing in states with Democratic governors. Evil was in that room. Oh, it looked like any other bureaucratic meeting. There were PowerPoints, spreadsheets, briefings, and estimates of the dead. It was that meeting that led to Trump policies that would kill more Americans than Pearl Harbor, Vietnam, and 9/11. More Americans than World War I. It was deliberate, cold, political, premeditated. Some people say Trump and Kushner were incompetent when it came to COVID, but let's call it what it is.
It is what it is.
Evil.
The Lincoln Project is
crimes against humanity. That's what they should be charged with. Every one of these motherfuckers. And here's another one. Aimed at Donald Trump's son.
They want to get...
He finally telling the truth about his dad. 2.8 million views.
Where do you want me to stop? They want to get rid of your First Amendment.
I called the fake news the enemy of the people. We may be banning TikTok.
He's threatening to shut down social media.
I mean, these people are, they're crazy.
QAnon followers believe world governments are being controlled by a shadowy cabal of pedophiles.
The QAnon movement appears to be gaining a lot of followers.
Is that supposed to be a bad thing or a good thing?
President Trump tweeting congratulations today to QAnon conspiracy theorist Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Tens of millions of jobs, literally losing all manufacturing, losing our economy.
A decline of 32.9% for second quarter GDP. This is a record breaker, folks.
Give me a break. These people are phonies. These people are totally part of the swamp.
A crowdfunding campaign to build sections of the southern border wall.
This is private enterprise at its finest, doing it better, faster, cheaper.
Bannon is accused of taking nearly $1 million of that campaign to fund his own lavish lifestyle.
Look at these people. They're all living in beautiful houses. They've only sought to enrich their families.
Questions about the Trump Organization and charity golf events meant to raise money for children with cancer.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars in charity expenses went to the Trump family business.
I just don't think that's what America's interested in, and that's why the ratings are so bad. And I mean, it's tough to watch. I mean, I mean, come on, guys. The hypocrisy here is incredible.
It's a joke. This whole fucking country is a joke now. It just ain't funny. It's a really unfunny joke. Definitely written by a conservative, because they ain't fucking funny. And one more. This one came out right before I aired tonight. This is a attack ad put out by Donald Trump's former lawyer.
Donald Trump has been telling us for weeks now what a Joe Biden America will look like.
Okay, this is another one. This is a different one.
Trump has been telling us for weeks now what a Joe Biden America will look like. Let's take an honest look at what Donald Trump's America looks like right now.
but we have some bad hombres here, and we're going to get them out.
Proud Boys.
I don't know where the you came from. You don't have a Aryan nation will rule the world.
What a stupid question that is.
I will be Donald Trump's most loyal advocate.
You wouldn't want me to condemn a group that I know nothing about. I'd have to look.
We own this country. We make the laws. We tell them what and where and when. They don't tell us.
I'll beat that mask off your face. Get him better. Leave him out of here. Nasty Mexican God.
You also had people, very fine people, on both sides.
White supremacy. Trump will win, and we're going to bring it back, brother. You.
Driver of this gray Dodge mows down a group of marchers.
I protest face coverings. I am a healthy American.
And every single one of you, because all of you are practicing.
No, I don't take the responsibility at all.
Trump will win, and we're going to bring it back.
Build that wall. Build that wall.
Nobody loves the Bible more than I do.
I believe Trump is elected by God to be the president of the United States.
I am the chosen one. We will make America great again. I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody, and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay?
It's hard to believe.
Donald Trump has been telling us for weeks now what.
Hard to believe how fast it all went wrong. Just one dude got it there. Just the whole thing fucking imploded. Banana time. And I guess I didn't put that Cohen video up here. Nope, I didn't. But do have one more though. This one's pretty funny. Pretty well done, I thought. Fox News. Well, I'm gonna skip that one, I guess. Let's continue. We've seen enough anti-Trump ads, I guess, for now. Let's see what this one is. Oh yeah. Can't hurt to read this one more time. Let's check the date on it. This is Joe Biden from October 25th, 2019. They warned us, folks. We are not prepared for a pandemic. Trump has rolled back progress President Obama and I made to strengthen global health security. We need leadership that builds public trust, focuses on real threats, and mobilizes the world to stop outbreaks before they reach our shores. They told us. They set up an apparatus in place to do it, and Trump dismantled it. I agree with Seth MacFarlane. Go ahead, read this Joe Biden tweet from last year one more time, please. The difference is so fucking stark, folks. And that's all of that. Let me look real quick at the regular chat. President of the Apocalypse. Yep. He's just content to watch it all fucking burn down. Boomers everywhere. Yep. Right hat to go right hoods. Yep. I'll lock him up as president. I will too. I'll never be president, but if I was, I would definitely lock that motherfucker up. Alright. Now we got a very short bad cop section. So let me go ahead and knock that shit out real quick. Bad cops. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they beat the shit out of you? Bad cops. Nailed it. And first up. Goddamn, I lost my place singing so well. That happens. I lulled myself into distraction. There we go. Can't reform this, folks. They know they're being filmed. They know they're being recorded. They don't give a shit. Here they are just destroying this guy's phone. Because why not? How is this not destruction of property? Cop intentionally smashing his phone during arrest. I don't know if they recorded him. Why he did this? Just being an asshole. Why is he not charged for this? Here he is. Phone's on the ground. So there he is. Just smashing the phone with his foot. Yeah. He's like, somebody get my phone. Nope. I'll smash that shit. Why wouldn't I?
I got
it. Defund these fucks. Charge them with crimes. Lock them up. And you guys might have heard about this one. This happened yesterday, I guess. This is Jacob Blake, who was shot 7 times in the back yesterday. So, look, folks, it doesn't matter what crimes he was charged with because he hasn't been tried for them yet. The police do not have the right to execute you. Now, he was, apparently, and like I said, this doesn't fucking matter. Apparently, he did have a warrant for domestic violence and third-degree sexual assault. Now, he hasn't had his day in court. I don't know what he did. That doesn't fucking matter. The cop's job is not to be the judge, jury, and executioner. Okay? So they shot this guy in the back 7 times. Now, I'm going to show you the footage, folks. Trigger warning. If you haven't seen this, look away. Don't watch. It doesn't really show you too much up close. But apparently they showed up. I don't know if the call they showed up for was for him or not. But he decided, fuck this. He had his kids in the car, his 3 kids in the back car. And he's like, I'm just going to get in my car, fuck you cops, and drive away. And they shot him in the back 7 times. I'm going to mute this, folks. I'm going to mute it so you don't have to hear it. But yeah, they just shot the guy. Like, it didn't look like he was a threat to me, folks. They know they're being watched. They know they're under a microscope. They just can't help it. They're so scared. They're scared of everybody, but especially black people. They're so fucking scared. Even if they know they could be put in jail, they could be tried, they don't give a shit. They will shoot a guy in his back 7 times in front of his children. It can't be reformed, I don't think, folks. It has to be dismantled and rebuilt from scratch. Just the most insane fucking shit. And of course, yeah, they're mad, folks. This happened in Kenosha, Wisconsin, and they're mad. So right after this happened, here's footage. This is also graphic footage, folks. Here's footage of a cop getting knocked out with a brick after this happened. This cop right here. And then, boom! Knocked out. Yeah. Like, people are angry. People are fed up. Now, folks, I just want to say right off the bat that I don't condone violence of any type. I don't condone violence against the police at all. I'm 100% peaceful. I want to let that be known. But I also want to say, like, I don't want to jump to conclusions. I want to know all the facts before I form my opinion. Okay? Has this cop ever been charged with a crime before? Has he ever smoked marijuana? Has he ever committed domestic abuse? Was he armed? Did he have a gun? Did the person that threw the brick feel in danger by this? I don't know. Like, I'm like, once again, 100% anti-violent. This was disgusting. I don't condone it, but I want to wait till all the evidence is in before I form an opinion, right? Right? People are mad, folks. Shit getting crazy out there. And yeah, this is also same town. They burn all these cars, folks. Yeah. People ain't putting up with it no more. You can't keep shooting people in the back. You can't keep doing this, police. Something has to fucking give, and it has to give yesterday. This fucking country, dudes. What the hell happened? Next up on Bad Cops, man, they're so fucking annoying. I hope playing this clip doesn't get my show copyrighted. Hopefully they just put ads on it or something. But I hate these cops trying to look so cool and mugging for the camera. And apparently they're obsessed with this song. This song that literally seems to be mentioning slave drivers. Take the word of the overseer. Officer, yeah, officer from overseer. Like from slave days. But look, they love this song for some reason. They love mugging to the camera and acting like they're cool and singing this song for some reason.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the police.
Look at them all making their videos, trying to look so cool.
That's the sound of the police.
Mugging for the camera. You look at him. You fucking dickhead. You fucking dickheads. God damn it. It's like they do want people to hate them. I want to say it's like they want people to hate them. They do. They want us to hate them. And, mission accomplished. And they lie, folks. This is what conservatives fucking do. I deleted it. I deleted it. I knew he was going to. Everybody knew. Like, I just put this up there like 5 minutes before showtime. Like an hour and a half ago. And they deleted it in an hour and a half. But somebody fucking took a screenshot. I saw them do it. Let's see where the fuck it's at. Here it is. And in case it gets deleted, this is what they put. 50 police officers were injured by Democrats and BLM rioters over the weekend in Portland, Seattle, and other cities. Here are just 4. Yeah, 50 officers were attacked by these evil terrorists, Antifa. And this is just 4 of them. Proof. And this had like thousands and thousands of likes for conservative chuds. But guess what? Lies. The first one is from 2012 in Sydney, Australia. The second one is 2019 in Sydney, Australia. The other one is 2011 in Mikathar, I don't know where the fuck that is. And the other one is 2009 Xmas Day Brawl in Wyndham. None of it even in the United States, much less from Portland, much less from this weekend. Lying motherfuckers. Just what they do constantly. They don't give a shit. Gonna turn the whole country fascist with their lies, folks. This is the goddamn plan. And let me stop and read the super chats real quick before they continue on the show. Ivy Evans, very generous, Ivy. $20 for the fuzzies. Thank you, Ivy. You rock. I appreciate that. Isaac White. Love you, Dusty. Thank you for your work. You keep me sane while I drive truck. I wish only the best for you. I wish only the best for you. Thank you for listening, Isaac. Stay safe out there. Jason Morin, $5. Dusty, you're probably my favorite show. I appreciate your excellent taste. You are a man after my own heart. Thank you. Sir Wookus took us $5. I have a coupon for 1 gunshot wound. Hope it's not expired. Oh, don't cash that coupon in anytime soon. Definitely. And Jade became a member of the Dust Buddies. If you want to become a member of the Dust Buddies, there's a little membership button down there you can click on. It's $2.99 a month or $9.99 a month. They're the same thing. So if you want to join for $2.99 a month, it gives you exclusive emoji cons you can spam. I want to do a new thing. I have 2 new slots for new emoji cons. So if you guys have a good idea for emoji cons that you want to see on my show, make up a square picture. It has to be square. And it's going to be shrunk down to a really small size, so it's got to be like legible when it's a really small size. But if you guys have ideas for emojicons, make them up and send them to me, and I'll start using the best of them. Could use all the help I can get. And William Johnson, $5, just planted a moringa tree. Dusty, cheap, drought-tolerant, super nutritious leaves and pods. Check them out for you and the fur babies. I don't think I'm going to be eating a tree anytime soon. I hope it doesn't come to that, but I will check that out. Appreciate that. Jonathan Whittock Walker, 420. Deep state equals blaming the rest for losing. Yeah, oh my God. It's somebody else's fault. April Shadows, $2. Socialist Rifle Association. Hey. Lefties love guns. Don't let anybody else tell you different. Nick Soap Dish, $2. I'd love to talk with you on your show, Dusty. All right, which one to talk about? Appreciate that. And there's another one I will read when I get back. Last chance to get in your super chats. We're going to do our Karen section, and then we're going to do a couple palate cleansers and finish up the show real quick. So if you want to help out the show with super chats, immortalize yourself forever. Last chance. And tonight's first Karen got kicked off a plane, her and her daughter, because they refused to wear masks. And these white privileged motherfuckers, of course, believe they're kicked off because of racism. Anti-white racism, because of course. They're cheering for her to go off, and she's like, yeah! Racism at its best. Yeah, you're only kicking me off the plane because I'm white. No, they're kicking you off the plane because you're a dipshit that's too irresponsible and careless with other people's lives to wear a mask like a responsible fucking citizen, you goddamn idiot.
Right? Oh, wow, you're really videotaping it? You don't even know what's going on. You're videotaping it. Drunk ass. Drunk ass. Drunk ass. Don't talk to my mother.
Somebody called her a bitch, and then her daughters come up. Excuse me, don't talk to my mother like that. And they're all going. They're like, just get off the fucking plane. We want to go. You're holding us up, you selfish motherfuckers. Get the fuck off. People ain't having it no more. I love it.
Don't talk to my mother like oh my God, just go.
Just go. Shut the fuck up. Move on with your life. You goddamn ignorant ass Karens. Nobody likes you. And here's another one. This has 2 videos in it, but I showed you guys one of these already. But this guy gives a Nazi salute when asked to wear a mask.
Required a mask? Okay, then we're gonna have to ask you to leave. I'm gonna have to ask security to escort you out.
Seek help.
We will not be able to help you today.
Yeah.
No, it's not that you won't be able to. You
No,
refuse
you
to
cannot.
because you're idiots.
Well, no, because you won't put a mask
No,
on.
because you're an idiot.
Okay, so we added FTPA.
So
freedom to breathe
I showed you this guy, this woman already. She's the one that's faking like she's from a government agency to try to scare the people and to not make her wear a mask. Then we're back to this other guy
Okay,
again.
you guys need to be careful. I have to ask you to leave. I'm gonna have to ask security to escort you out.
Seek help. Because you're so young, you don't know what Nazism.
It's our store policy and it's a privately owned company.
It's Nazism. And you're so young, you don't know what Nazism is. Because you weren't even born when Hitler took over and they used the exact same tactics. Okay, all right.
Wait a minute. They made people wear masks during a pandemic during the Nazi era? You're making me wear a pair of pants? You're making me wear underwear? Nazism!
Here, I have a mask. What I'll do, I will comply to the requirement. Put on a mask, and here's the mask. Here's the mask, and here's the mask. There, I have it on. It's on. You've asked me to put it on, so I have it on. No, because it doesn't. No. I don't give a crap. I don't give a crap because this whole thing is a goddamn lie, and you're too stupid to understand it. You're too stupid to understand it.
All right.
You're too stupid to understand it.
Well, I'm gonna have to
And
ask you
if
to
you're
leave.
recording this whole thing, go ahead and record it.
I mean, at first when COVID started,
We will. We'll record it. We'll name and shame you. That guy definitely knows what he's talking about, doesn't he? He looks like he has it all fucking together. God damn it. This is why we can't have nice things. This is why 175,000 people are dead in this country. Fucking morons. And next up, I love this one, folks. They ain't having it no more. First off, I love this guy's accent. Apparently, he's in his car and he's like rooting around in the glove box or something looking for something. And this woman walks up and asks him if he's stealing the car. Yeah, because he's black, probably. She probably would have done it with a white person. And his response is amazing. Like I said, they ain't having it anymore. They're just like, get the fuck away from me. Why are you even talking to me? Shut the fuck up. Anger is the right response to these kind of bullshit Karens.
This white lady thinks I'm robbing my own car because I'm black.
Love his accent.
Wait, you think I'm robbing my own car because I'm black?
You look like you're rifling through someone's...
That's my flipping car. You think I'm robbing my own car because I'm black? Wait, call the police. Call the police. Call the police. Call it. Call them right now. Call them right now. You're so racist because I'm black. You think I'm robbing my own car? License
now, doesn't it?
So the registration HS53BRZ.
Brilliant,
What?
lovely.
What? Get out of here, racist. Fuck off. Huh?
Get her.
Fuck off.
Get her ass.
Fuck off.
It's nothing about
Fuck
race.
off. Shut the fuck up and fuck off.
Fuck up.
You pussy. Get
Do
off
it.
then. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Fuck
Now
off.
get out of
Now.
here, pussy.
Stop talking to me. Fuck off.
Shut up. I live in this area. I live in this area. Fuck off. Get out of here. Pussy. Call the police as well. Look at her. Fucking idiot. Get out of here.
It's because I'm black. Is it because I'm black? Yeah, it's exactly because you're black. But I love his response. Don't take shit from these people anymore. You ain't got to talk to them. You ain't got to acknowledge them. Fuck off with it. And that's all my Karen segment tonight, folks. That was a short Karen segment. Need more Karen videos. And next up, we're going to do a very, very, very short hero segment. I think it's one thing. We could be heroes. So, apparently the new Batman movie's coming out. And, a lot of it looks familiar. It seems like they might be copying Tobey Maguire from Spider-Man? Yeah, the Tobey Maguire look. And Tobey Maguire was so far ahead of his time. You know, they copied him from the Joker, too. This movie, in retrospect, was much better than I gave it credit for when I first saw it. So, like, I think people should be able to like things that I don't like. And apparently Batman movies give people joy. But, like, to me, Batman is such a boring-ass character. I don't give a shit about Batman, to be honest. Like, I thought the Joker movie was good. But I've never really seen a good Batman movie, except for maybe the one that Heath Ledger was in. But it was only good because of Heath Ledger. All the scenes with him are good, but all the scenes with the Batman are boring. Like, such a boring, lifeless character to me. I don't understand why people like to watch the same movies over and over again. Even though I think, the fuck is Twilight guy's name here? I think he's a great actor. I didn't like him in Twilight, but I liked him in other things that he did. But I don't give a shit about that movie. But if people like it, more power to you. And, this clip went viral, folks. Look at these cute little kids. Apparently this is China. They teach them to do these exercises so they can learn teamwork and athleticism. And holy shit, I couldn't even do that now. Especially when I was a little kid in kindergarten. So pretty cool, even though a lot of people were like, oh my god, this is what communism does. It makes you a mindless automata. I don't know. People get upset about nothing. I thought that was kind of cute. And 2020 in a nutshell, folks. This is 2020 in a nutshell. Real picture. They got 2 hurricanes coming in at the same time. Look at... Uh-oh. I hope the door didn't open. Look at all these fucking tornadoes. The same goddamn time. Crazy shit. Hard to believe this is real, folks. But yeah, global warming. It's a real thing. And folks, I love this next one. Okay. Let me just go ahead and load it up. So what is happening here is apparently this is a trans woman, and she was out with her gay son, and this other guy, I don't know if he was a bouncer or just somebody they encountered along the way, starts picking on her gay son, and holy shit, mom's got hands, mom can throw down. This was very therapeutic to watch. So you have her, she ain't having it. This guy 3 times her size. It's like, what? Here you go. Boom! Love to see it. Oh, you just got your ass whooped. What did we learn? What did we learn? Now you've gone viral. This woman just whipped your ass in front of 4 million people. You transphobic, homophobic piece of shit. Yeah, you better walk away. You done got your ass whooped once. Let's watch it one more time, folks. Oh, yeah. Love to see it. Love to see it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm stunned. He don't know what to fucking think. Big boy better go ask somebody because you just got whoops. And 2 palate cleansers real quick. We're going to end up the show here with these 2 palate cleansers. And folks, so stinking cute. So I don't know if this, shut up for a second. I don't know if this lion is the boyfriend or girlfriend of this dog, but they're romantic as shit. Lion walks up and kisses the paw of his little doggy friend. Look at that. He kisses his paw. Mwah. I go kiss your paw. We such good buddies. Yeah, you are. Please don't eat that dog, Lion. Do not do it. You're buddies. And last but not least, one final palate cleanser to send you off the little goodness and wholesomeness in your life. Oh my god. Oh my god, little hot fudge, so cute. He doesn't even look real. He got his dirt tongue out. He's so fucking cute. God damn it. I want to poop. So fucking cute. And that's Mama Mature tonight, folks. I hope you enjoyed the fucking show. Next show, I will have coverage of the RNC. I'm sure it's a train wreck. I'm sure it's going on right now. But it's hard to cover in real time. I hope the cats are not escaping. It sounds like the door's open. Hopefully that is not the case. Better end the show real quick. And let me finish up reading the super chats. Love it. Keep exposing these assholes. I will. That one guy. You rock. Thanks for joining me. Rave doing $5. KRS-One sound of the police is very anti-police song, but it's nice to see that cops can own themselves. Yeah, they don't think they are, though. They're trying to make you hate them, I guess. They're afraid. Good to see you, Dusty. Good to see you, Lobo. I appreciate it. I got one more I can't see, so let me scroll up, see if I can find it. I bet it's from E. Nope, it's from Garmin. Garmin763. What's up, Garmin? $50. That is so generous. You are the hero of the super chat tonight, Garmin. Thank you very much. Hey, Dusty. Just want to show some love for you and the pets. Get them something good and keep up the good work. I will. You guys have sent them so much cool stuff. I am going to do an unboxing of it all. Man, you guys have been so generous this week. So, those who want to get to the unboxing, there's a link in the description of the video to the Amazon wish list. But once again, thank you, Garmin763. Very generous. Hero of the chat tonight. You Rock and RNC Life Fest. Yep. It was just Trump whining. Yep, I'm sure it is. The same thing he says over and over again all the time. He never says anything new or different. So, kiddos, please. All right. We have, let's try some CC. Some CC to end the show with. Come on, CC. Miss CC so pretty. She got some beautiful eyes. She got beautiful green eyes. Let me show everybody. Miss CC, I'm sorry I woke you up. I'm sorry I woke you up, but you got to be my star for a second so everybody support the show so good. Mwah, I love you. I love you. Okay, go back to sleep. I appreciate it. Awesome. One more. Space Ghost Martian. Screw these fascists, bad cops, and Trump for influencing more of this. We need a new society that is based on community rather than government for us. Yeah, the internet should form some kind of better society, but the internet seems to be making everything worse, so I don't know what's going to happen. Guess we'll just keep rolling down this adventure together and see what the fuck happens. Hopefully it'll work out. You the man, Dusty. Appreciate it, David Brown. See you Friday, Dusty. I will see you Friday. Hell yeah. Thanks, Dusty. This is the greatest show. I definitely appreciate it. All right, folks. I will be back on Friday for another stellar episode. I'm sure I'll have plenty to cover before then. If you want to help out the show on patreon.com/Codcast. Link in the description of the video, please do. And there's ways you can send direct donations if you're ready to do that through PayPal. And link in the description to the Amazon wish list if you guys want to help out that way. Also can do that. I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining me. It is a pleasure to entertain you guys tonight. I will see you soon. Stay safe out there, guys. I'll see you Friday. As always, till next time, I love you, dudes. Logic. Fuck yes. Good night, everybody. Fred's Roads.